In the ancient Greek cosmos, there is a fixed rule regarding death. It is a one-way door. Once a mortal soul crosses the threshold into the underworld, they stay there forever. The gods enforced this permanence with a physical guardian waiting at the gates, Cerberus. Cerberus was born of two primordial horrors, the serpentine echidna and the fire-breathing typhoon. He is a direct descendant of the chaos that preceded the Olympian order. The poet Hesiod described a beast with 50 serpentine heads sprouting from its shoulders. While later artists generally depicted the creature with 3 heads, its massive size and vicious nature remained a constant in the Greek imagination. Cerberus functions as a living, breathing barrier. He is the physical enforcement of the universe's most rigid boundary, positioned to ensure that the divide between the living and the dead remains absolute. At the gates, Cerberus acts as a warden. His duty is to terrorize the ghosts within, ensuring that no soul escapes the dark to return to the light of the surface. To understand this lock, we have to look at the master who placed him there, Hades, the stoic king of the underworld. Hades was the eldest brother of the Olympian gods, yet he was denied the throne. Zeus used a rigged drawing of lots to seize the sky for himself, relegating his older brother to the subterranean depths. Eons of this perceived betrayal hardened Hades. He eventually locked the gates of his realm entirely, refusing to communicate with the siblings who had cheated him. By placing a monster at his threshold, Hades signaled his total withdrawal from the Olympian family. He chose the absolute obedience of a beast over the brothers who betrayed him, turning Cerberus into the unyielding enforcer of his isolation. This system faces its final test when King Eurystheus assigns the hero Hercules his 12th labor. It was a task intended to result in certain death: capture Cerberus alive and bring him to the surface. Hercules navigated the physical descent into the depths, traveling as a living man into the silent realm of the dead. Rather than attempting to sneak past the warden, Hercules marched directly into the throne room to negotiate with Hades. Hades agreed to the request, but imposed a single, restrictive condition. Hercules was forbidden from using any weapons to subdue the hound. This rule stripped the hero of his advantages, forcing him to confront a primordial embodiment of chaos using nothing but his bare hands. The struggle at the gates was a brutal display of raw power. Without his club or arrows, Hercules threw himself into a savage wrestling match with all 3 of the monster's heads. As recorded on this ancient Greek vase painting, Hercules eventually locked his arms around the creature's necks. He used his legendary strength to choke the beast into submission, proving his dominance over the apex predator of the underworld. Hercules dragged the animal to the surface to present it to King Eurystheus. The sight was so terrifying that the king hid inside a bronze jar, a moment of total humiliation for the man who had tried to send Hercules to his death. With the labor finished, Hercules upheld his bargain. He led the beast back down into the dark and returned him to his master, restoring the security of the realm. Hercules briefly bypassed the laws of death, but the gates did not remain open. Cerberus remains the eternal, unconquered lock on the underworld, waiting in the shadows for all who eventually fall. If you survived this descent into the underworld, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below letting us know which mythological monster you want us to unravel next.